Voice. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. We'll be off now hunting once we get onto the server, and code lock hunting for that matter. Base has been tidied. I hope it's not night time when we come in. That's what normally happens, isn't it? We load into night. But hopefully it'll be fine today. Not bad. So, another wall up here with a code lock. Our storage now split here. Oh, and we got a disconnection coming in. Server crash. Server crash. We'll wait for it to reboot and then we'll try again. How annoying. They had a wipe last week, and ever since there's been server crashes. They've done something. They put something in that's causing the server to crash all the time. Of course, they're mass investigating it, trying to solve it, but they are trying to solve it. So hopefully it'll be back up soon. Really difficult as a server owner when you've got crashes happening all the time, because everything you've tested works and you're trying to work out why, and you're just removing things one at a time and looking at error logs and trying to solve it. Yep. Wait, where were we? Oh, and now it's night time. I think that might be their issue. Transition from day to night. Right, so as I said, we have a door here. A door there. Front door there. Door there doesn't yet have a code lock on it. And my fridge there. It's the right way around, isn't it? Yes. Get these things, don't you? So when the sun comes up, we will go back down to here, nail hunting. I can't sell that, so I'd have to go to BM to sell it. I'm thinking I'm never going to run with it. It's too PKM in its that format. It's not me at all. Actually, we won't go there when the sun comes up. We'll go and we'll see if we can get a loot crate over at the castle. We'll pop down here because we've got a crowbar. If we get enough loot to sell, we can get another code lock and we can get that door locked. Even though we don't have the nails yet to finish that panel, it still works because you can't get through there. Nails. Right, just had a message come through. Give me a second. Just answering my ticket from earlier. Don't fall, Goblin. We will be sensible. We'll stick one of our bandages and our food in our safe container. That way, if we get killed, we've got extra food and a bandage to get home with. down here. Need to find a way across. We might need to find a route in using the RV. If I head to about there, we can find a route through there. Off to the trader we go. What we get? Bit of food, a book. I don't really care about. Helmet. Our crowbar's ruined. It's a shame. Press vest. We'll keep the water. Certainly. Got that on my back. That was stupid. Probably keep the blaze. Don't know. Actually, at the moment we need resources more than anything, don't we? So sellable. Tier 2. Sellable. Food will keep. That will just get thrown away. 545 will sell. Muzzle thing will sell. It's all right. It's not a bad little haul. It's not perfect, not brilliant, not the best I've ever had from there, but it's doable. Even if we just turn it into fish for the base. But we need 20 grand to be able to buy another code lock. And we're walking because I don't really want to fall unless I have to. Move on. Till we get MVGs, guys, unfortunately, this is the world we're living in. Either we stay in base at night, or we push out and work with limited cover, limited viewpoint. At some point I'll build a base up there, I'm sure. That time isn't yet. Where's the other one? There she is. Nothing on her. further from the trader, I might have gone for a shot. Meat would have been good for camp, and the pelt would have sold well. But we're 400 metres off, and anyone going in would have heard the shot and would have waited in an ambush position. And if they've got MVGs, we'd be at a discreet disadvantage. Enough of a disadvantage anyway. The lack of NVGs and playing solo against mostly teams. And people with far better PvP reactions than me. Smoke's not there yet, which is good. I'll trigger the smoke when I get close enough. There we go, here it comes. The smoke's already there, you know someone's just been through the portal. Or in the area of the portal. Get some guns sold. Money we've got to take out, not a lot. Withdraw all. 8 grand. Okay. That'll do. That'll really do. Helmet, gas mask. Press vest. That one there, sell. Anything else from there? Helmet to get rid of. Everything else we're keeping. Buy one of them. Hi, Paul. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Now, can we get storage yet? Has anyone sold any lockers to him? That is the question. If they haven't, the answer to storage is really minimal. gun cabinet kit. No, don't need that. But we could move the Jimpy into it. How much is it? 27k. Leave me 10k. Yeah, it's tempting, you know. Maybe we'll get the gun cabinet, because at least it lets us move guns out of the other places we've got them. That leaves us with just under 10k. Nothing there we can use. Need to buy one of them. That leaves us 6k. Any food? Meat is 3.63, 2.6, 4.6. They get that. Fish. They got cheap fish in it, haven't they? 2.4, 2.3, 2. 2 fish fillets. Let's sell, pay our money back. Small amount, 2k. Drink and get out of here. How are you, Paul? You okay? Oh, that's not nice. Exit trader. Hopefully make it home alive. But even if we get killed, our code lock survives. I'm really good, thank you. Yeah, really good. I'm still haven't moved, so I'm still waiting for that process. But no, I'm excellent. I've been the last week since the 1st of August. I've been, by the end of the stream, having between 50 and 101 people watching me. It's been quite dramatic. A massive change. I'm not saying we'll get that this time, but it's still quite awesome. Which is really good. It's certainly up in my averages. Still working as hard as I ever have. But have Tuesdays and Thursdays off through August, which is quite nice. Hello, Mr. Deer. And Miss Deer. I know, it's quite scary when it happens. But that's sort of continued. It seems to stay around between 0 and 10, 0 and 20 for about an hour and a half. And then suddenly we get a massive jump. The algorithm's obviously changed, and the algorithm is pushing people to lower, and my guess is this is, to people with less numbers, to see if they stay. And that would be my guess, because they're not people that are having conversations, so my guess is it's people that have got to the end of a stream they were watching, and it's finding another stream for them. Very few of them are talking. They're probably asleep in like Japan or somewhere. But it doesn't matter because they get to watch an advert and I earn a little bit of money. And it pushes my averages, and other people that might be interested will jump in. I know YouTube were looking at changing the algorithm, so if you were streaming a game and you log out when you finish your stream, it will push the people that are watching you to someone else that's streaming the game that's got a similar similar content. Try and share the love. And obviously, from their point of view, they want to keep people in as long as possible, pushing adverts out to them. The sun should be up in, well, it's 2:43 in the morning. Sun should be up about 4 AM. So we'll get back to base. We'll stick that code lock on the door. It needs to go on. We'll deploy that, stick something inside it, put that away, put some of the food away, and we'll get back out on the ground. But my average views have gone up 1,100 in a week, over more than I would normally get. It's very strange. So at the moment, you know, there's 6 of you guys viewing now, but I've been live for 34 minutes, and I've had on top of those 6 another 16 views. So 12, 20, so 22 adverts have been played, if I look at it like this from a YouTube perspective. Or for people that have got premium, they don't get to watch an advert, but what happens instead is I get a small amount of their premium payment comes to me. So the shorts thing is not really. If I have something really funny that happens or really quite dynamic, then I'll make a short of it. But the shorts doesn't drive. I'm not a shorts person, so if I get 2,000 views on a short, that's amazing for me. But I'm not qualified. 2,000 views on a short will earn me a penny if I'm lucky. 2,000 views on a stream would make me about a £5. So you've got to have millions of views on a short to make it worthwhile. No, 2,000 views, actually, rephrase that. 2,000 views would earn me £25, roughly. Depending on how much, because every time that it's not a fixed figure, because every time that you go live, it'll be a different set of adverts that are played. And those adverts will be paying different amounts, or even the same advert might be paying different amounts. But it sort of averages out for me as a DayZ streamer about £12, £12.50, £13 per 1,000 views. Averagely, over the last, since November, since I hit the magical 1,000. Some are a bit lower, some are a bit higher, but it's around those sort of levels. About 1,000 adverts gets me about £12-ish. And it's certainly not an exact science. I'm fine with where I am at the moment. I don't want to be doing anything until after I move. Oh, we'll have that. Because someone's been in here since I was last around. Because the last thing I want to do is host an event and then find that I can't do it because of the move. We can lock that door. Obviously, we're nail hunting at the moment. We put our fish away. Put that away. And we'll put the water bottle away. That can come down to, if I get killed, it stays alive, as can that. So if I die, I've got an extra bandage and some food to get me home. So we've got a gun cabinety thing to put out, haven't we? Oh, that works. Where can I put it that's best for it? Probably that corner. And storage in there for ammo. Brilliant. Let's get that in there. And we can move all ammo in there. And scopes. And weapon parts. And the cleaning kit. We have another. We did. And now we've got that to drop. That's ammo. Grenade. That can be dropped off there. And we're going to carry that spare ammo on us. That's dropping off. Yep, that's good. Yeah, for me it's important. That we're keeping because that's the weapon I've got. That works. I'm happy with that. A lot of storage there to use up. That can go in there as well, so can that. Anything else that needs to go to there? Probably keys. No, they can stay here because that's not secure anyway. So deck can come in, and that scope. Yeah, that works. Right, our next objective then is nail hunting. Because we need to get that wall finished and then start saving up nails to build pods. 35 food, and I need water as well already. Not surprising. We'll eat that one. Actually, no, we will eat a piece of fish because we'll get both out of it, won't we? You figure out how to use Game Master Mode on Armor Reforger? Certainly not. I've not been near Reforger. It's DayZ. I just keep coming back to DayZ. And I've got a big project happening after I've moved for DayZ. Like a massive project. With a lot of work to be done. Right, see if we can get some nails. So I'm not massively talking about the project. I'm obviously going to be doing a new server, but I'm going to be doing a 60 slot server focused on hardcore survival, but with an end game that is something completely different than people currently do. I think, from what I can work out. And more details will be coming after I've moved. But it's fair to say that we're going to some serious server hardware to run it. That's used by currently 1,000 DayZ servers, involving many in the top 100. So a far better setup than I've had here. Okay, those zombies aren't for me. There is a player here. Because the spawn is 300 meters for zombies. They're more than 300 away. They are there. 342. So there is players in the area. Too big a Bergen, really. They're not searching. But because they haven't despawned, would tell me that someone else is on the other side. Somewhere. Now that could mean 1, 2, 3. They could be at Mishkino tents. And triggered them from there. So if we push up the hit round, scout around this place and push up the hill and look down onto the tents. Obviously I'm after a kill. We're going to flank into a position that we can look down on the tents from. So it'll be up there in the tree line somewhere. Yeah, I need the height. think it's Mishkino they've hit, is it? But some stuff's been opened. But I should be spawning zombies in there now. Get my stam up. He ain't searching. He spawned for me. Spawned for me. That building overlooking it's a bitch, isn't it? Right. Go search for nails. This weapon only does semi-auto, so good. 200 meters is a good distance to have it set to, because you can still hit at 300 if you aim for centre of body, centre of mass. And with 7.6251, you should do some damage. Why am I picking them up? I've got no storage. I know where we're going then. Oh no, I don't. Not yet. I do know what I am doing though. That's going into there. Because that will unlock a container after a restart. Why can't that be a locker? A little cell. Oh, this is empty. We'll have to do that place for weapons, won't we? The bed is not important. Don't like that HQ building there. Massive overwatch. You haven't asked me anything, have you? I had to wash a sink full of crockery and cutlery and put my tea on. No, mate, I haven't. What are you having for tea? We've got nails as well, so I'm not going to hang around very long. Yeah, we're doing very well out of this. Time to go home. That might be enough nails to finish that panel off. Free and base, so 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it should be enough nails to finish that panel. Should be amazing. Happy with having some more guns. Not so happy with the bed, but we'll go and sell that. And the MP5. No idea what that is. How much lag? Spaghetti bolognese and then Eton mess. Spag bowl's nice. I'm quite into that. I haven't made it for a lot of years. When I get into the new place, I will certainly make it. Eton mess, I don't think I've had, but I'm not a pudding person, so got a sweet tooth. I just don't tend to eat puddings. Right, you can go away. Mark 18, Scar L, 556 with a 10.3 barrel, no, 10.3 inch barrel, and a, I don't know what the Scar barrel is. Not that it really matters, but it always matters. Alright then, that's getting sold. So, selling. First thing, that has to go away, because that is useful for other things. That is going to get sold. That is useful when we're in here at night. That needs to go off elsewhere. That's getting sold. That's getting sold. I would say sell that, but in all honesty, stick that on it. Stick that. C-Mag. Should fit that. Nah, okay. In which case, bring the ACOG off that one. That can go in for sale bin. What tier? Tier 3. That answers that question straight away. Only tier 1, so that can get sold. Plate is tier 1. That can be sold. That can be sold once pouches are off it. Uh, 9x39, that can be sold. That I don't care about. So that's the sale bin. Right, I'm just going to quick comfort break, guys, then I'll be back. I'm back, guys. Don't normally have a dessert after tea, but eat and mess with a gift. Plus, I haven't had it for literally years. Plus, it's one of my favourite desserts of all time. Yeah, I get that. If you enjoy it, have it. You got to. Keep the knife. That we're keeping. Okay, that's getting closed. Over here, that's staying. Right, what else out of here can be sold? Knife we're keeping. No, we need to finish off the base stuff. Let's get that finished now. There we are, that's that done. Loads more space than I thought. Lots of space more than I thought. That's good. Right, so that's all for sale. Apart from that, which is going to be emptied. And then stuck in the container. The fridge. Weekend only raiding, and the first weekend there's no raiding on, so which is nice. Can go in there. Right then, before we run over to the trader, we need to eat and drink. So let's use up a piece of fish. We could do with drinking. We can use water because I can refill at the trader. Keep the other stuff for emergencies. Right, just check if there's nothing else that needs selling. Don't think so. Right, keep that on us in case there's a restart on the way home, because we can pick up a loot crate of gear. I think everything else we've got we need. Fine. Let's do it. I've got a happy hardcore tune stuck in my head today, Justify Your Love. Because I watched it this morning on a YouTube video and it's stuck there ever since. Force and Styles, Justify Your Love. Because back in my younger days, I was a raver. I'm bloody proud of it. Though I'm more in trance now than happy hardcore. Alright, if we're lucky, there'll be a train spawn. Because sometimes when we cross the bridge here, there's a train spawn, and then you get a train on the way to the trader. Even more loot. We didn't bring anything stupid, no. Good. There's no point keeping tier 1 armour in camp. If I die, I'll gear up at Mishkino on the way home. No train today. No. Again. My go-to place to gear up. We want some good weapons to sell. So the trader on this server works on certain items that are always in stock. Code locks, etc. He'll buy most stuff off you. What can't be sold here can be sold at black market. But as to selling you things, he starts with 0 stock. So lockers and things, non-available in the trader. You can get them off airdrops and loot crates and high tier areas and all that sort of stuff. And then when people sell them to the trader, you can buy them. So it does encourage people to hit higher tier. With me, I will live with barrels and sea chests and weapons boxes until such a time that I can buy a locker, seeing I'm soloing it. Well, soloing it until Chuckles is back, and then duoing it until Lego's back. So duoing for 1 or 2 days a week, soloing the rest, and then when Lego's back in a couple of weeks' time, mostly duoing it with one or the other. Pushing for trader now. Oh, I've just been paid. I'm on $1,000 an hour. Also, silencers are like gold dust on here. And I like that as well. It means that when you shoot, you're more likely to attract a problem. I actually like what they've done with the server. We do have an end game key card for. We have two white key cards actually, but they're for Svet. But because I got the spawny game thing, we could F11 spawn at Svet with the key card in our safe pocket, the prison pocket, and then run in, use it, run out. But certainly elements of this server I'm looking at going when I launch the new server next year. Certain things they've done on here I think I'm really quite impressed with. Quests, we're going to have a quest board. We're going to have lots of quests for players to be able to do. Starting off with basic training quests and then moving through other ones. And they're going to be tiers of quests, so you'll have a basic training quests, like 10 of them. You'll have 10 collecting quests, 10 escorting prisoners, 10 PvP type, probably base building ones, and general exploring ones. So not everybody wants to do PvP, that's fine. Alright, smoke's already in, so someone's been through. We take a wider berth. Try and miss the Zeds. And just wait to spawn. Here we go. Guns first, we'll sell them. That's 76254 we're keeping. Yeah. A couple of weapon parts if they will sell. Oh, that will sell. No. Didn't mean to bring that. That'll sell. That'll sell. Right, 44k so far. 47k. As I said, money is easy to make on here. $66k now. What's that? Got a beard on. Handlebarred beard. Okay, that's why my beard is there. I've got a false beard. Ah, we'll keep it. Repair items. Swap items. Ah, we've got to sell that thing. Nope. Nope. Yep. Purchasable. Have we got any lockers in here yet? Control unit for workbench. Ooh. The workbench is tempting because you can make so much other stuff for it, but you need blueprints. But I think there is a blueprint in here. How much is the controller unit? 21k. Mannequin kit. That would work. We could put clothing on it. So tool bench, 24k. Buy that. Get the motor. Buy that. Is the blueprint available? No. Okay. And the mannequin, wasn't it? $15. That was a good lot of purchasing. Oh, that didn't want to sell. Okay, that's fine. Buy another bandage. Then I need to buy food if there's any available. Cheapest fish is 2.42. That'll do. Right, drink and fill. And exit. Oh, I hate spawning in here. Into the wood line. Where do we get the food from? Somewhere out in our travels then. We need to get a cooking pot next time we're in Trader, if we remember. So then we can boil all our fish. We can fish in the game, but there's a percentage chance that it'll attract wild animals to attack you, either when you fish or when you cut them up. So it's a dangerous game. Which is why I'm currently buying fish. Also, when he runs out of fish, he'll pay a good price for them. Does have the 20 round mag on there, isn't it? Excellent. Over 100 views so far. What we've been on? An hour and a half. That's brilliant, guys. Thank you. Massively, massively appreciated. Also, it's my birthday on the 25th, so as long as I'm not doing anything else, which is quite likely, helicopter or heli crash? We might aim for a 12-hour stream, because I've never done one in DayZ. I've done one, so I'll get up at 6 in the morning and do a 6 in the morning till 6 in the afternoon stream. Obviously, comfort breaks and food breaks and things as we go. So potentially, I did a 9-hour stream in subsistence once on Twitch, and that was hard going. It did the same thing. I got up at 5 in the morning. I had everything ready to go, snacks and drinks and everything I needed, and just played. But we'd probably get a lot done in DayZ in 9 to 12 hours. Mannequin will be good because we can stick our clothing on that and get it out of the silly thing. My eyes open here because I'm crossing a area that's a little bit punchy because of the tier it is. But we'll be on for another hour and a half tonight, guys, up to 10 o'clock. Sounds about right to me. Because that will then be 3 hours plus the 3 hours we did earlier. So 6 hours. About right. Oh, that's that done. I've got to drop off stuff at this place first, haven't we? Drop you off. You're there? Okay, you don't like those pouches. Okay, you're there. That's all droppy off stuff down there. That's fine. Was that a mannequin for a sewing kit? Who knows? No. Excellent. Right, grab my screwdriver. Put it where I need it, because I can't have a rucksack out the back of it. Or old Chuckles, he'll come home and see this sat here and he'll be like, what the hell? There we go. Right, let's get some clothing onto it. You know what I'm thinking? Opposite the door, so if we're being raided, as soon as they get through the door, they've got a mannequin facing them. No. Even more storage space available. Tool bench. Ah, it wasn't the workbench. I bought the tool bench. Okay, that's fine. In all honesty, because we can put all our tools in it. And then we can probably move that barrel out. Look at us cooking on gas. If we get that in that corner. Then the clothing would sit on that and that'll fill up that space. No. DayZ, come on. We shall call him Bob. If we just use Bob for clothing. That works. Then our base building area. So if we pick that up. Just dump it here for the moment. Close the mannequin. And then pick up all the base building shite. Europe. Full bench. There we go. third line down because then we have code locks and nails above it. Hatches, doors, wood, sharpening stones. We merge them. Yes. And that one. That's good. And then that's everything. That's screwdriver. So screwdriver can go in screwdriver house. That'll go in one of them. That'll go in one of them. It's looking good. Splitting axe will go in one of them. That's done. Right then, if I take out those, that, repair, this becomes fishing and first aid. Actually, fishing, first aid and repair, and can go in the same room as the safe, as the Ujimi flip. Yeah. The fridge. That's the word I was looking for. So repair, fishing, first aid, repair, first aid, so very loosely, first aid, fishing and repair kits. Okay, that's that sorted. That's military, military, military. That's all military, isn't it? Excellent. Hello, Bob. Right, can we put a head torch on Bob's head? No. Okay. So then that leaves us the barrel for general supplies. Which can be the other stuff. And we can code lock this one at some point when we're ready to. Right, and spare knife can go in with here. There. Can go in Bob. Their clothing, sale. So that cooking on gas, right? And we need to turn that into belt to complete a mission. That needs to go back to trader with us at some point. You need to fix up your jacket. See, I like the battered look. I think it adds to the cam. I can see what you're saying. We also need to go and gather some wood before it gets dark so we can cook the fish. So we'll gather the wood now. Some bark because we don't have a lighter left to light the fire with. Not wet, that's fine. We'll repair our jacket. Repair kits through there, but sharpening stones are here and we need to repair this knife while we remember. Soon got dark, didn't it? That's that done. Repair our jacket and do food at the same time. Fishing time, cooking time. Get through so many calories on this server, it's great. Must be due a restart soon. We haven't had one for a while. Phone charged. Yep, phone is charged. Get some charge on the old vape Peru. Tomorrow's food, today and tomorrow's food sorted, which is good. So I've just got a message incoming. Silly machine. Just need to read this, guys. Sorry about this. That's that done. Right, let's get this fish put away. We'll have that one to eat. We'll have a celebratory can of pop. We'll have aimbot soda apple. And we'll plan what we're going to do after the restart. Oh, sorry, after night's over. Impressive how far we've come, though. Loads of storage available in there. Loads of storage in there. Loads of storage in there. It's good. Really good. I've done Mishkino. That worked really well. Really well. It's made some good money off Mishkino. Biathlon is a difficult one, isn't it? Oh, special coming in there. Dangerous airdrops. I don't have the firepower to take on airdrops yet. From experience. We need to go and have a look at probably. I have yet to have done a recce through there to see if anyone's living there, so that makes sense. So I need to have a look through here, see if anyone's living here, then here. Swing down to the farm there, through that lot. Maybe have a quick skirt through here. And then pop back to the trader. That makes sense. Right, it's 21:40 in game. Right, guys, I'm just going to have a quick comfort break. I'll be right back. Thanks for waiting, guys. I'm back. Still waiting for morning, obviously. Can get another round inside that one. That's a load accomplished. We've got an RV set, have we? Yes. Good. But there's no point in going out and wrecking that in the dark. You need to come in at that end and sweep right through to there. Then on and do that. Then the barn there. That. Down to that compound, sweep through. Probably push across, do there and there. And maybe then do this on the way into trader. Ask some questions of the group that have been playing this since the beginning of Wipe, since they first came a server. So I'm not sure. Bob's looking good. If we get a triple locker in there, stick the barrel there, we're pretty much done, aren't we, in here? And then I can remove that wall and fill up the space. Because I can have pods built. Maybe a workbench there. No, didn't want to put that down. Raise flag. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. How many walls do we have? We need another 14 to complete another mission. Okay. I'm just waiting for the sun to come up, guys. It is now on in-game 11 o'clock at night. Bent on the board yet? Yes, he is. 1 kill, 1 death. But I thought he said more than that. So there's 3 nasty creatures on here that are harder to kill, that appear on airdrops and in other horrible situations. The restart was at 10, didn't they? We'll go through to restart, and that's when we'll come off, guys. I like my special beard. We can't always just hit military. Yeah, as much as guns are great, I need nails so to build pods. Because you're allowed 15 code locks on here, so, or 15 doors. So arguably I need to put pods right round the outside of the building. And then metallize them. And then if possible concrete at least one of them. What are we on? Midnight nearly. Slow night on this server. Right, time to move out slowly. Obviously, if we find nails or a code lock, we're going straight home. For obvious reasons. We're too early into the white to keep running with them. Though a box of nails we could stick into our special pocket if we get one. In the old prison pocket. Oh, look at you, up there on first place. You'll be pleased to know I've now got tier 3 armour and a tier 2 helmet. And I've upgraded my rifle. Wonders will never cease. Because I don't have MVGs, I refuse to run with filters, and it's not morning for quite a while. And either I have to sit in a bush before I can loot, or I have to wait at base until it's morning. So I decided to walk down there and sit in a bush. I refuse to use filters. I like to play the game as it's meant to be played, as BI envisaged it to be played. And also, I don't think filters are the sort of... I'm not that sort of player. I'm not a sweaty PvPer. I don't... No offence to people that are. That's their style. Everyone's different. I like playing in 4K. I like having everything on Ultra. I realise it puts me at a disadvantage, but I'd rather die with the game looking good. I've had my fair time on Rearmed, knowing that everybody was running with filters apart from me and my team, and finding it very difficult. So it's quite nice now to play in 4K. And I could... My monitor has a thing that I can turn on an AI chip, and it will make it light as soon as it goes dark. again, I don't really want to have that sort of stuff running. So that's the reason I'm walking. And then we'll lie up. Where are we? We'll lie up sort of back here somewhere and wait for the sun to come up. So we can loot our way through the village. We did spend some time earlier overwatching zombies spawning outside of the render outside of my distance in Moschino, but I couldn't spot a player. Going to go through this village completely. Then when we've done this village, we're going to push up to do that one. So now I'm doing that sort of recce that you do to see whether anyone's living near you. Because they become raid targets. And once I've got MVGs, then this is fine, I'd loot. But until then, we'll stay as we are. It won't take me long to get them, I always do. We had 2 sets within a 3 or 4 days last time, so doable. .127, so 2 hours till the sun starts to come up. And I've got my lucky beard on. 2 a.m. Oh, for a set of MVGs. Okay. We can start to make our way round. I don't like this personal light that we've got on. Sellable. We need a cooking pot from our next trader trip, if I remember to pick one up. That we do need. That crate at the castle. That and my lockpick. Oh, there's our cooking pot. We survived long enough. Gone. do this and then move on to there, then down to there, and then back home, because that'll take me up to roughly restart. Hi, John. You finished work? Hope it was a good shift, mate. Ah, you'll be glad to be home then. Base is up to 4 code locks now. Weapons locker. We're just off collecting loot. That's not military loot. Excellent. That's what it's there for, mate. I haven't decided. Well, no, I have decided what we're doing with that next wipe, but I'll leave that to your vivid imagination. You know what? You know how I'm going to run that in the future. I'll probably lower the percentage and they'll become AI. You just know it. So we might run the police arrest mod, where rather than that, what happens is if the police get to you, police AI get to you, they taser you, and you wake up in Prison Island in a jail cell. And I think you'd enjoy the whole being tasered and taken to prison. Your gear's always spawns in a box next to you. Gold dust on his server. Yeah, Soul Survivor, they've got them on here. It's nice, isn't it? It's going to go on my mannequin. Vintage TV kit. That won't be in base. I do like this idea of the server not having lockers for sale unless players sell them to the server. That massively appeals to my sense of humour. Let's get this stuff home to the base. Yeah, I think that will be a future for the trader. Have lockers appear on airdrops and inside events. And the trader will only have them for sales if people sold them to him. It's a nice way of doing it. It stops people buying their way to storage heaven. A really nice way of doing it, in all honesty. Yeah, there's no reason for the Morse code on Chernarus yet, is there? Or there won't be even. That's just in there as a Easter egg. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that mechanic works, whether there's a code lock that it broadcasts a code that you can only undo that code lock with that broadcast. because that could work well in the future for my use. Especially if you could change the broadcast of the Morse. Have we done that today? Yes, we have, when we first came on. Oh yeah, it's part of Badlands release, but on Badlands it'll be it's broadcasting a code on Badlands, and that code will be a way of unlocking something, we think. So it might broadcast 56132, and that's a code for a code lock on a door that you need to get through. But I'm wondering whether we can bring that code lock across and stick it on a locked room on Goblin, or whatever we call the new server, and have it broadcast a code out. But maybe we broadcast it out, but we don't tell where that bunker is. And that's a, if you can find it, there's really good loot inside. And you just have to get a radio, write down the code, decipher it, and then find that code lock that's on a door. And it would be a hidden bunker somewhere on the map that or hidden room that it would be a bunker that I'd put in that wasn't on the Chernarus map. So, and it would have high tier stuff in. Just so players could, if they found it, they'd remember it, and each time I wipe, I would move that bunker somewhere else on the map. Would always be in a no build zone, but players would have to search and find it, and you wouldn't share the location if you found it, because you'd know the code for that wipe, so you could return there. I just don't know how I would do it yet. That's the trouble. People could farm it on each restart too easily. So I don't know how I would do it yet. No, it shouldn't. Because it's associated with me. And this is not a Goblin Z server that I'm going to be building. Maybe it's the last code to get into the end game area without telling the world what the end game area is, and that's the code that gets broadcast. Maybe we do it that way. So, and the Morse code message says secure bunker code, and then gives the code. Something like that. If we could do that, that would be amazing. I'll be able to give you a little tour of the where we've come with the base when I get home. Seeing you left this afternoon and we were on 2 doors? No. No, it's too difficult. That only works with that only works with the trader. And I don't want travelling trader. It means I've got to do a lot of custom work all over the map that then become no build zones. But it's a good idea, just not something I can do. So, kitchen. Drop off of that. The sale stuff. Drop off that. Certainly drop off those. Nothing else drop off there. Drop off that. bit of spare ammo, didn't we? No space to put it in there. I don't know. 7.6254. No. We take that out. That'll go in there. It is for sale. Put the ammo in there. For sale, for sale, for sale. For sale. Yeah, for sale. For sale. For sale. That's the hand in for a quest. For sale. One of them. Oh, and Bob. There's Bob. He lives in the corner. Shotgun is for sale, certainly. And that's not for sale, but I could go with repair kits. That dealt with. Didn't I pick up a television? Didn't I click on it? I thought I picked up a telly. That's annoying. That done. Yeah. Windows on here, though, are dangerous things to have. I need to eat. Nom, 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 nom. Didn't I? I should have picked it up because it's worth about 8k to sell. And we'll have a second one. Food's starting to get up now. No, Bob lives in the room next door. That's not Bob. I think Daddy married a zombie. Or did Mummy marry Bob the zombie? Either way, that doesn't look good. And we got that, which I'm not sure what it is. You and I both know it's not water. And I realised that you could throw a grenade over there. Yeah. But still. It's another room that we can put a locker in that spreads the loot out and forces players to make choices when they're raiding us. And then the 2 sleeping bags will go on here when we've got them. But yeah, we're getting there. Need to get that back a bit further, don't I? To keep myself happy. Against the wall, but we can do it at a later date. Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. Thanks. I've had 178 views and I've got 41 people watching currently. So what's that? 220? 210? Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for interaction. Thanks for the chat. This week, I should be on tomorrow. But if Chuckles is off tomorrow, then I'll be gaming with Chuckles on here. I just won't stream it. I like to have a social run with him. And the same on Tuesday if he's off. Wednesday, I am working late. Thursday, I'm about. Friday, I'm about. Saturday, I'm about. Sunday, I'm about. So I will catch you either tomorrow or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Other than that, hope you have a good week, everybody. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.